Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my monthly update on wax goals. How did I do this month? A little bit of chit chat. So it is October 3rd, so I am filming this a couple days late. I usually try to do this either like the first of the month or like the last day of the month, but we'll just do it now. It's fine. It's Friday. All the kids are at school. I've got some time this morning, so I'm just going to film it. So, how did you guys do for September? I did bad. Amy was not good. That clearance for Scentsy, it got me, guys. All right, so we're going to go over numbers, and then we're going to go over strategy and what I plan for doing for October. So, Judgment Free Zone. So I started September with 343 wax bars. Now that's just my Scentsy collection. I am currently not tracking any of my vendor wax because I feel like my vendor wax collections, they are under control. I only regularly purchase from 3 vendors: Melting Memories, Lavender and Speckles, and Teddy Bees. Now, I will be purchasing from Sweet Tooth Scents and putting that in my rotation as well because, Sweet Tooth Apothecary, because I've been really getting good performance with her wax. My mom just placed a big order to try some scents, and then I have personally been gifted some from her, which was phenomenal. French Toast and Beach Date is like top tier for me. I would totally go ahead and purchase tubs worth of those 2 scents. They just performed really good in my house. But with like the vendors, I don't have as much as my Scentsy. Like with Lavender and Speckles, I probably have about 60 to 65 pieces. Melting Memories, I'm probably about the 50 to 55 mark. Teddy Bees, I'm definitely under 10. And Sweet Tooth, I personally only have 1 tub left that I was gifted, but I will be adding, I don't know if I'm going to add it to my collection because my mom's basically just going to be splitting up the snap bars that she purchased from her order so we can both have a chance to try the ones that we liked on cold. So, but like my vendor wax, it's under control. It's not like others where, you know, I order a lot of vendor and a little bit of Scentsy. It's the opposite for me. I order a lot of Scentsy and a little bit of vendor. So for September, I started off with 343 wax bars. Now that is very high for me. I like to keep it at 250. That way I have about 100 or so for each season: fall and winter, spring and summer, right? So, ordering for September, I ordered 42 bars, came from my club. I did finally let my club process in September, both of my quarterly clubs. I have not had those clubs processed in 19 months, so they were long overdue to be processed. So I did take in 42 bars from that club. I got 11 bars from a D-stash that I had ordered. I also got 45 bars from clearance, and then 9 came from friend mail. So that's a lot. That is almost 120 bars that I took in for the month of September. How many did I get through? Did I empty? 43. So I did not warm as much as I took in, so I definitely took a hit this month. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Now, I kind of looked and saw what was like still in my spreadsheet, and I do still have quite a bit of like the 10 new releases, Harvest Collection, other LTOs that I had partial bars of. So I feel like if I can warm through those, and those will just come right off, you know, my spreadsheet, and then I can have a second chance to warm them to see if this consistency of the scent experience is the same and all of that stuff. Okay. So, not happy with my numbers for September, but you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up over it either because it's just something I like to do, and I enjoy home fragrance, and I'm just going to, you know, warm what I have and enjoy it. So, for October, what am I doing differently for Scentsy? Well, I'm still going to be doing the same thing that I've been doing for months now. I'm doing strategic shopping. So on October 1st, when the entire website, changed over for the holiday collection and clearance was updated, I was good and I skipped on clearance. Now, mind you, there really wasn't a lot of bars that were in the clearance update that were like my die-hard favorites. And like I talked about in a previous video, I have a separate spreadsheet going of scents that, one, I don't see anywhere on like Scentsy Marketplace on Facebook, eBay, D-Stashes, ones I have never seen pop up in flash sales, ones that have never come back and bring back my bar, ones I don't have in my club that are true heartbreaks. So those are on my list. Those are ones that I would, if they pop up in clearance, buy it even with the 60 cents off. Even with that cheap, pitiful little discount, I would buy those just because they haven't been around for so long, And that's what I ended up doing in September with that mid-month drop. I ended up going in and there was a ton of spring and summer. So I got like watermelon mint and I got a whole bunch of citrus ones. So now I'm quite stocked for spring and summer. So in theory, I should not have to buy any spring and summer wax from Scentsy because I have enough to get me through the entire season and then some. So I did skip out on clearance. So yay me. Now, will they probably update clearance again? Yeah. Could I bought some more Bananarama? Sure, but I had already bought Bananarama when it was offered last time in a clearance update, and I didn't warm it yet. So it's like, why do you need more Bananarama, Amy? You know what I mean? So, I mean, that and then Seabreeze. Seabreeze, I think, is still up. I could totally go and get 12 of those, and I would happily warm all 12 bars because that scent is, like, by far my favorite coconut floral. But I have it in my club, and I'm at the point now where my club's manageable that I'm going to be getting it every 3 months. So there's no need to stock up on it right now. And I have like 2 or 3 bars. How many of Seabreeze do I actually have? I have 3. I have 3 bars. June, July, August. I am well stocked for Seabreeze for next summer. So, yeah. So that's what I plan on doing. So I'm trying to just be mindful of what's in clearance and only get those die-hard ones. And, if there's one that I might want to try, maybe only get one of it, do it that way. Now, October is a very heavy licensed collection month. We have Gilmore Girls, we have Friends, we have Villains, we have Lord of the Rings. There's a couple different licensed bars that are in like the holiday collection and harvest collection. So what I plan on doing is waiting until the end of October, and then I'm going to do a one and done club for all of these bars, all the licensed bars. So that way I can at least get 10% off of them in the club, because you don't get a discount when you just straight order them off the website. You can't add licensed products to party rewards. So the only way to get a discount is to either wait for it to show up in clearance or put it in a one and done club. So that's what I plan on doing for like the Gilmore Girls, the Villains bars, because I do want to try them again. I'm not going to try Lord of the Rings. I already tried that one and I didn't like it. Friends, I detest. So that will not be going in my club to purchase ever again. I will wait and see if others reorder it. And if they decided to change the oil, if it's better, then possibly, but I doubt it. And then the holiday bricks are supposed to come out mid-October, but I don't want to buy brick form. I don't want to get stuck with all that wax. And yes, they're all returning scents, and yes, they're all great returning scents, but I'm just going to get a bar. So that's what I plan on doing for October. All of the new releases and the drops are going to wait for the end of the month. So I might not get them in until early November. So just keep that in mind if you guys are looking for like my review on like the Friends, Gilmore Girls, Villains, all of that stuff. Mine's going to come later. So I might not be the person, the YouTuber, to watch for the reviews if you're trying to make decisions on ordering in October. I'm going to be strategic and just do a one and done club, get the discount, get the bars that way. So that's what I plan on doing for October. I did close out a party order for October, so I have already spent some, but I really didn't get a lot of wax. I did get a 6-pack of wax with one of my half offs, and in that 6-pack was the October scent of the month, so I can finally get it and review it for you guys here on the channel. And then I also used free credits to get the holiday 5-pack that I have not got yet. So I can review that on the channel. So that was kind of strategic, where I used rewards to get that stuff for free, instead of paying, full price for it. So I have already placed one order for October, but it was small. It was a party order, so it's not that bad. I have no clubs coming out in October. No like scheduled clubs or anything like that. Whiffbox really isn't calling for me. I'll just wait till November to get the November scent of the month, which is Cocoa Cashmere, which I am interested in, and that type of thing. I have deactivated myself from Scentsy Marketplace, and then I did delete the link that I usually go to for the friend destash. So that way I'm just not tempted to look at her website. So I'm hoping that will kind of prevent me from making like quick last minute decisions for Scentsy. Now, vendor. Now, vendor is a different thing for October. So today, October 3rd, is the winter holiday pre-order with Lavender and Speckles. I did peruse the list and I perused all the samplers. There's only one sampler, actually two. There's two samplers that there's scents in those that I would be interested in, but not the entire sampler. So like the gingerbread sampler, I really want the blend that Beth created based off of my suggestion, which was gingerbread molasses crunch. And then 6-pack Sarah, she has a scent that's called Ginger Snaps Crave Donuts, which I'm really interested to try. So those I have on my customs list. So next time I'm up for customs, I can get those scents. That way I don't have to pay for the sampler. And then the others that I have on the list, I think I'm down to either 8 or 9 blends. I've narrowed it down to that. So if I got 6-count shape bags, which is what I usually do, it should be under $60 for that order. I have yet to fully decide whether I'm going to go in on the order or not. It really just depends on how I feel at the end of the day, before the pre-order closes out. So we'll see. I might just save those 8 or 9 blends for customs. Who knows? But we'll see. And then Veronica from Melting Memories, she has not announced the date yet, but I do know she's wrapping up the Second Chance Autumn pre-order with the pouring and the RTS and shipping those out. She was shipping out the US orders first and then Canada, just because it's taking a little bit longer for US orders to come through. But her winter holiday pre-order, I think she said it possibly could be as early as the end of October going into November. So if it's in October, then depending on what's on that list, I may go in on that too. I still have probably like 10 blends left from last winter's pre-order that I purchased from her. So I won't be getting any of those same scents again if they're on the list. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that list has not even been announced yet. Lavender and Speckles has put up hers, and I've already perused it like 18 bajillion times. So yeah. But anyway, that's chit chat for wax goals. Life up goals, we'll just do a quick rehash. Really nothing's changed. Work's still pretty solid. Still going straight into the semester. We're past ad drop week. I have a new class that's coming up that I'm teaching at the end of October. So adding a little bit more to my plate. We are still in home renovations for the downstairs room. We're doing it ourselves, so obviously if we hired it out, it would have been done by now. But we're doing it all ourselves because, we're DIYers and we're trying to save dollars where we can. So we are halfway through the drywall. The rest of the drywall is going up this weekend, and then that will leave me to finish puttying and painting. Then we're going to build the closets. the following weekend, I'm hoping that we can do the drywall and build the frame for the closets, but I don't think that will all get done this weekend. But then the closets need to be built, framed, and then after we do that, then the new flooring can get put down. And then it's just like little touches, like the trim around like the walls, the ceiling, the windows, you know, fixing that all up. And we had to build a new door because we had to actually build the floor up 5 inches because it's a very old house. The original flooring was bowed, so we had to put new support beams downstairs. It was a whole thing. So that's why it's taken like all summer just to do 1 bedroom. And we're probably about $2,000 in right now with the cost of like lumber and the drywall and paint and flooring and insulation and electrical wiring and all of that stuff. So still doing that. Really nothing else is happening. My weight loss journey is still going. I did see my doctor finally last week. She definitely said my thyroid is completely out of whack. We ordered a whole panel of blood work. So hopefully they can up my meds and maybe that will help the situation. It sucks because technically I am eligible to go on Ozempic or something like Ozempic. Like I have everything in my medical record that says yes, she would be a candidate for it and she would qualify. Because I have PCOS, I have hypothyroidism, you know, all of this stuff. But my insurance will not cover it. Will not. We've tried, I don't know how many different ways. They just won't cover it. So if I was to buy it out of pocket, it'd be like $1,200 a shot. I ain't doing that. So it's unfortunate because those that need it can't afford it. Yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for right now. It's October, Halloween season is among us. Has everyone decorated yet? I pretty much have all my fall stuff. I've had it out for a while. I did decorate the small corner in my hallway with my small little Halloween decor that I have. I am waiting to get that gold and black pumpkin warmer from Scentsy so I can finish my display out there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you guys are doing on your wax journey, life journey, weight loss, whatever you want to talk about. We'll just continue the conversation in the comments. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate all the love and support. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. It is insane. I never even thought I'd get 1 subscriber, let alone almost 1,000 of you tuned into me. That's crazy, but I love it. So yeah, so we'll just talk next time. All right, bye guys.